I spoke to one of the moderators of this subreddit, Eurasian Tiger, a prominent member of the community, and a Eurasian son from a white male Asian female relationship about how he felt.
Look, your documentary is about people that are opposed to interracial relationships. I understand that, but I'm not opposed to interracial relationships. But the world is opposed to interracial relationships involving Asian men and Eurasian men. And the image that is being sent subconsciously to people, especially in society, when Asian women are so willfully dating white men, and in some cases not very good ones, the messages being sent that Asian men are fundamentally low. You have to, when you're involved with somebody of another race, the first thought in my mind is always going to be the children. And maybe it's because of me personally, because that's how I was raised. As a biracial person, race is at the top of my mind because race is who I am. I live in a world where people say, Eurasians are this, Eurasians are that, Eurasians are so special. I live in a world, in the world that I lived in from my age, from 0 to 30, the world that I lived in is a world where Asian men don't exist. So in my world, Asian women essentially default to white men. There have been cases where half Asian men, and I think to this day, a lot of half Asian men fundamentally hate Asian guys. And part of that is due to their parents, sure. And part of that is due to the idea that if you hate them more, you can differentiate yourself from them. So we have the most famous case of Elliot Rodger, who was killing Asian men. He killed 3 Asian men and several white women. And Elliot Rodger was driving around California, Isla Vista, California, and he was pulling up his car next to Asian male, white woman couples, and he was screaming and yelling at them and saying, "You ugly whatever, how could you be with him?" And from what I understand, somebody showed him the night before he committed his massacre, somebody showed him a picture of an Asian male and a white female couple. It pushed him over to the edge. And Elliot Rodger was quoted as saying, "How could an ugly, inferior Asian boy get with a white woman? You will never be Eurasian, you will never have a white woman," stuff like that. In my personal experience, I would bully. I'm a former neo-Nazi. I'm the son of a neo-Nazi. I used to bully Asian guys. You know, like slap them in the face. I still feel terribly, terribly guilty for that to this day. But all of that was a result of my insecurity and self-hatred because I saw him as being, he should be lower than me. Why is he more popular than me? I'm half Asian, I'm half white. Why is he more popular than me? Well, the solution, the honest-to-God solution is that there's an end to racism, period. But it's not going to happen. And to be honest, white man, Asian woman is not going to make it any better.
Is there anything, I guess, that I can do as an Asian woman to help?
I don't have the answers. I think that racism is always going to exist. It's not you. It's not you in particular, an Asian celebrity. It's not Asian women. It's the world is not a fair place, and people should really, treat everyone with equal love and concern. But I think it's good to talk about them. I think it's good to really just pretend, instead of pretending that we're living in a colorblind world, why not talk about the reality of the situation?
This was a really powerful conversation.